Hi, I'm Karen Lassiter, and I invite you to join my kindergarten class as we explore this lesson, Beyond Fingers. Very good. When we were working at our desks in our journals yesterday, I noticed that you guys could get this part. You understand that the numbers from 11 to 19 on our number line right here. The heart of this lesson is working with the numbers from 11 to 19. And in the Common Core, it has a different approach to that. They're thought of as 10 and some more ones. 10 frame is full, so you know that it has to be 10 in there because it's full. Okay, but what if I did this? Moving the magnets around on the whiteboard is a good way for students to begin to make those connections between what they know and how it doesn't change. Okay, so now how many do I have? Armand?
10, because you just move them around. You just take any way up it, add in.
So when I move them around, it's still the same. Is that correct?
Yes.
Well, now what if I did this? Justin?
12.
How did you know that? That was very fast.
Because you put 2 in, that makes 12.
Okay, and how do you know that that makes 12? What did you do? What did you think? How did you think from 10 to 12?
I knew the 10 frame was 10, and then I counted fast 12.
Okay, so you started with a 10 frame, and then you went 11, 12. Is that what you did? Great job. That's good thinking. Now what if I do this one? Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Aiden.
12.
Students come with different knowledge levels.
I was counting it with brain.
Okay, so you're just counting. Did you start here?
Yeah.
Okay. He was really not counting on from 10, but he was counting them all. So he started with the very first one and he counted all.
9, 10, 11.
11. So how many are there?
11.
So what you try and do is take where they are and build them continually with the knowledge that you're learning now, but also fill in that gap so that they can get there. They've worked really hard this year, so they have cardinality, which means that they can take a set and I can move it around and they understand that if none have been added or taken away, it's still the same number. They have worked with a 10 frame. They understand that a 10 frame is designed to help them with the number 10. They have done counting on from a number, any number, and so all of those little pieces fit together to build a foundation on which to build this lesson. Okay, this is what I want you to do. We're going to do a little work in our journal. The math journal today covers the numbers 11 to 19. So what I want you to do now is draw a circle around 10 sailboats, and then count how many more and come up with the number. And I'm just going to walk around and look. In today's journal, I put all kinds of different graphics, and I tried them in different formats. I tried them set up as if they were in a 10 frame. I tried scattered because I wanted to see if children could make sense of numbers in a scattered format. So if you start counting at 10, can you count on?
Yes.
Okay, so do it for me.
10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, so what number should be the total for that page?
13.
Good. Can you write that? We got one right here. I think that we had a little difficulty with the boats today. Who can tell me why it was harder for the boats today? Dext.
Because they're not set like a 10 frame.
Okay, they're not set up like a 10 frame. I think when you're doing a lesson, you have to watch for how is the lesson developing. The lesson first developed with the modeling and student interaction. From there, it went to them writing it down and a kind of formative assessment. From there, it went into the individual journals, which is their accountability piece. Okay, this 10 frame is absolutely full. So how many kids do I have sitting here? 10. And how many do I have back there? This lesson is really important for kids. We as adults tend to think that learning to count is an easy kind of thing, but it is not. It's really hard work. Numbers up to 20 are crucial understanding for all kindergarten children.